Hey guys, Scott, Pine Barren Craftsman. Got a morning project for you. I was watching Freiberger on Roadkill Garage, and now he's got his own channel. And he said something that I know better. He said, always make sure when you're laying underneath the truck and doing work to look around and clean things, because he points out stuff that's broken or loose. Both of my upper shock mounts to my frame are loose. It's a common problem with these trucks. If you could look at them, it's just a bolt that goes through the frame, kind of a bolt, and then there's a nut that holds the shock, and there's no outside support closer to the nut, and over time it wallows out that frame hole, or you hit a big bump, and let's say you bottom out and your shock's not the right height. This is a lowered truck, Performance Online and Western Chassis parts. It's 4 in the front and 5 in the back. It has Caltrax on it. It does not have a sway bar. It has upper and lower control arms that are tubular. So that was all put on by me. And as I went up and down with the truck, I'm kind of bouncing up and down now. I don't know if you can see it. It is moving and wiggling on both sides. And I tightened these once before. So they make a bracket that relocates the shock on top of the frame, kind of in this area here, up above on the C channel of the frame. And that'll do two things. I think it'll improve the angle of the shock, and it will give it more strength, because the bracket that it is designed by Western Chassis and other companies incorporates the inside shock mount and that outer part where that nut was to the right. So it goes up and over, and it bites the shock, and it connects it to the frame. So I'm gonna order that. I could probably make something, sure, but for 30 bucks or 50 bucks, whatever the bracket is, comes here. It's powder coated. It's got the hardware, grade 8 bolts. I mean, you can't go wrong. It's a tight area to work. I'm just looking at it now, and I'm wondering if a drill is going to fit in there to drill the holes out. That's going to be a problem. Get this drill down in here, hopefully between the brake booster and the with a bit on it. Remember, you got to put a drill bit on that too. I think I might be able to just get in there with like maybe a shorty drill bit. This side, there's no problem. I have infinity on this side to work with. You want to come down and drill it right, through the top of that frame. I will keep you guys posted. There is no sway bar on this truck, because it was kind of designed to be a drag race truck, having Caltrax on the back, which is like an anti-wrap, anti-hop, keep the axle straight when you floor it, because when you floor the tire bites, and it wants to what does it want to do? It wants to lift. It wants to lift the rear. They have like pinion snubbers, and like a Nova, I've seen that, and these Caltrax. I'll show you what they are. So they go forward and bite the front of the leaf spring, and they go back to the rear hangers. Not hangers, U-bolts. So that's where I'm at with this little project here. It's a good thing. This is a bumpy dirt road, and I'm guaranteeing that a lot of it has been chattering up the washboarding of the dirt road when you go around a turn with a UPS truck or a FedEx truck, and it starts to drift, it'll leave what's called washboarding, because it's a bigger truck and they're just, giving it the onions, as Vice Grip would say, pulling up the hill. And it's kind of a pain in the neck to drive on with a nice truck or this car. That's one reason why, I don't want to lower the Trans Am and make it more of a pro touring vehicle, because I'm going to be dragging rocks up the hill. So it's kind of nice to keep it a little bit more trucked out. Long story short, that's the story. I need to fix this. And because it's lowered, I have to make sure that I get the right length shock. You don't want the shock to bottom out before it hits the bump stops on these A-arms. There's a lot involved. I can show you more if you guys want to know. Let me know. Have a nice day. Please like, share, subscribe.